Good afternoon, boys and girls. What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to remind you about writing sentences. I see some wonderful work on your portfolios. Really, really good work. Now remember, don't rush. Go slowly and neatly, okay? So I'm just going to go through the important things that you need to remember when you're writing sentences. Like we would do every week in Literacy Liftoff. I do writing with you and we would go through these. So take this as your Literacy Liftoff lesson, okay? So what do we start a sentence with? We start a sentence with a capital letter, okay? Capital letters shouldn't be used in the middle of the words. They shouldn't be used unless it's the start of a sentence or it's a special name, place, or occasion. Okay, so we're going to say my first sentence is today is Wednesday, because the day I'm filming this is Wednesday. So remember our capital T. You go start at the top of the line, you go down to the line, you don't go under it, and then draw your line across. Today, remember your O, you go around the orange and the orange sits on the line. Your D, you go around the dino's body, go up to the top of the line and back down. It's a tall letter, but you still start in the middle. Today, your A, go around the apple, up the stem, down towards the tree, and your Y. Now, you haven't done Y yet. It looks like going around a little yogurt pot, and then give it a tail at the bottom. Your Y sits on the line. Look at the way all my letters sits on the line. Then what do? We put a finger space. So look at the way I started on the right-hand side of this. Now, I probably should have started, this was in my way. I shouldn't have had there. I should have started over here. I didn't start far enough over. So always start over at the right-hand side of your copy. Okay, today, now I put a finger space. I don't want to see a hand space. I don't want to see two finger spaces. I want to see a finger space, one finger. You put your finger down and then you start the letter on the next line. You should be able to fit more than two words on a line. Today, finger space is your I. You go down you start in the middle of the line. You go down your insect's body, jump up for the I. Is your S. You go round the swan's head, down the neck, and let it sit on the line. Today is. Now, I have lots of space here. So do I start on the next line? No, I don't. If you have enough space here for the next word, you put the word on the rest of the line. I've seen a few people just writing two words and loads of space here and then they go to the next line. So if you have enough space, you write it there on that line. So today is Wednesday. So Wednesday is a special name of a day. So Wednesday gets a capital W. You've done W's. I know you did the lowercase, but the uppercase is similar. So my finger space, I go up Wednesday. So I just have to move this now to write it. Remember your E, start just below the middle of the line and it sits on the line. Your D, again. Start in the middle, go up to the top, it sits on the line. Wednesday. Hope I have enough space. N sits on the line. E sits on the line. S, D, A, Y. And what do I put at the end? I put my full stop. Make sure you put your full stop at the end. Now, I could have written that a bit better, so let's do it because I will rub that out. Imagine I have a rubber. I'm going to rub that out and I'm going to do that a bit better because it's too squashed. So Wednesday. My E sits on the line. D, Wednesday. Look at all my letters. Look at my Y. My Y sits on the line and then you have your full stop at the end. And your Y sits on the line. Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Now, you would have enough space to skip a line. I don't, so I'm going to write on the next line. So what is the weather like today? The next bit of my news is what is the weather like today. So I look outside and it is rainy and wet. It is raining and wet. So where do I start? I bring my pencil back across, I sweep it across, and I start over here on the right hand side again. So it, a capital I, it's a capital letter because it's the start of a sentence. It. Remember your T, you start just below the top line, and then you go down and it sits on the line. It. I don't know of any letter that doesn't sit on the line. They all sit on the line, even if they go down below the line, they still sit on the line. Finger space, one finger space is raining. Remember your R, finger space. Your R starts in the middle of the line. It goes down the rabbit's body and reach out for the carrot. A, raining. I, N, I, N. And then my G, look at my G. My G starts in the middle. I go round the glasses, sits on the line, go up and down and give it a little tail. Your G sits on the line. Now, it is raining and wet. Do I have enough space to write and here? I do. So I finish my line. I make sure. Now, don't lose, like what I did earlier with Wednesday, and it's good because I made a mistake. Teachers make mistakes. I squashed it in too much. You don't want it really squashed like I did with the first time I wrote Wednesday, but you don't want to leave a load of space. Like and is only a small word, so and should fit here. Wednesday, raining, finger space, and look at they all sit on the line. Now, and I don't have enough space for wet. So I'm going to go to the next line for wet. Raining and wet. Remember your W, you're doing it this week. You start in the middle of the line. You go down the walrus teat, up, down, and up his other toot. Wet. Your E is starts, goes around the elephant's body, and go along his trunk. Wet. T. Now, it is raining and wet. That is a full sentence. So what do? I put a full stop. Can you see my full stop? It is raining and wet. So my last bit of news is, where are you? You're not in school with me. You can see me, but you're not in school with me. You are at home. So I'm going to write our last sentence. So we've talked about capitals. Capitals at the start of a sentence. Full stop at the end of each sentence. Your spaces, but not big, massive spaces. Small space. One finger space. And always start, look at where my it is. Remember we said my today. See, I would have fitted in Wednesday comfortable if I had to start that closer. I should have started that T over here. I didn't give me enough space. Raining and wet. Then I'm going to the next line for the next sentence, and I'm going to write we are at home, because we are all at home. We are, your R in the middle of the line. Are, finger space, at home. Now we haven't done a H yet. So it starts, finger space, it starts at the top of the line. We go down the horse's body, go around and over, home. So parents, now, so M, remember we used the monkey, remember the monkey crawling, you go down the front legs, down the back legs and finish off with his tail, and So parents, that's just a way we have describing. We have all a little caricature for each of the letters to describe and show how they make the letters. So I'm just going to show you two, parents. So if you wonder what I'm talking about, A is an apple. V was the vampire's toot. And then this week I've just put it away. I can't find it. And there's G. G is glasses. They sit on the line. It's this grandpa's broken glasses. So if you're just wondering what I'm saying, that's what it is. Okay. So capital letters at the start. And if it's an important name or place, I don't want to see, look at this. Some people are doing this. Home. That's not right. Remember, most letters start in the middle of the line. Some of the taller letters start closer to the top or at the top line. Okay, be careful how you write it. I'm going to rub that out because that is wrong. Make sure your letters sit on the line. Remember, Y sits on the line. Look at Y. G starts in the middle, go round, sits on the line. And P goes down the princess hair, back up, and her face sits on the line. Okay, remember that. And full stops, and always start at the right hand side.